Um, Good day, welcome. This is Michael. Okay. My name is Abikale Michael Raymond, and this is my sentiment language translator project. This project will be translating from English to French, and while it's also translating language from English to French, it also tells you the sentiment behind the language you have entered. In the project here, we're going to be creating two basic files, which is the translator.py, which are written in Python, and also the app.py, which is also written in Python too. The stacks here actually the NLP, the organ face, the AI model, and the pipeline, and using the transformers and tokenizer. The first import here we had to do was to import the Facebook AI model, which is the M2M100, is a pre-trained machine learning model, actually used in organ face. So from transformer, you import your models. You also import your tokenizer, your auto model for sequence classification, your pipeline, which basically helps you with what I call the TTSS, which is the text translation, the summarization, the sentiment analysis, and your translation. Also, there will be a model that will be imported, which is the Facebook model I talked about, and also I have my tokenizer. The point of this tokenizer is the natural language model actually understands token because once you enter your word from English, it's the tokenizer takes your English word, which is an human readable format, and converts it to a token. And this token is actually what the model, the NLP model understands, which is the organ face model. That's what it actually understands. So once this token comes to this model, it translates it to the language that you have requested it to be translated into. Plug it, the tokenizer take this language, convert it back to an human readable text, which is what we will understand. Then the sentiment model here is a model which I use, which is the Cardiff NLP, is a Twitter RoBERTa model, which helps you to understand the sentiment you are going to be that will be attached to the word you have entered, whether it's going to be positive, whether it's going to be negative, or whether it's going to be neutral, as the case may be, respectively. Then there'll be a pipeline which helps you to actually create a system for which helps to keep translating the sentiment of your model. So here there are three basic functions. The first function translates your text, second function does the sentiment analysis, while the third function helps you to actually embed the two other functions and create a dictionary out of it. So basically, this is just everything about the project, and the goal of this project is to actually help people convert their is a language model anyway. It tells you to convert your English word to French, and also tells you the sentiments behind the process. Okay. Basically, there will be another file which is the hub.py, like I said, which is going to be behind the Streamlit application that will be deployed that everyone can see. So under here, I actually imported the async CO and the next async CO. Okay, they actually helps two processes to run concurrently inside of this Streamlit application. So I imported my Streamlit. My process test was actually imported from my translator.py, and I named my Streamlit application the front end. Okay, and here I also created a function like a condition, an if condition, an if else condition, more like a loop that helps you to actually plug in the function that I've created in my translator.py to actually so that when you run your process on the front end, the application that runs in the back end will be fetched from my app.py. Okay, so that's basically everything about the application. And once you have finished compiling these processes, you have to actually run your command on the command prompt. Okay, in the command prompt, I will not be running the command prompt because normally when you're running this application afresh, there are so many files that we downloaded from the internet, especially since I'm deploying the Facebook artificial intelligence model. The model will be fetched from the internet, and it consumes a lot of data. So if you are going to run this, okay, you could ensure you have good access to the internet for the first time. Then on your command prompt, I'm actually using the Python command, which is a Python minus hem, the Streamlit run app. So once you have successfully run that, it will take you to this page. All of these processes are actually my .readme. Okay, the code to this development is actually in the description for everyone to download to test run in their local environments, which I always advise you to create a virtual environment where this application will be deployed so that you don't have a conflict packages with the applications you have running on your local system. So basically, I'll be testing with I love programming. Okay, with I love programming, once you enter this, you translate and analyze. It will run, take its time, does the conversion, does the sentiment analysis, and it returns that is a positive sentiment. Then in a situation where I do hate programming, it's going to also process everything, does its analysis, and return the result. So why the result came out as negative for the sentiment, then if you want to check for a neutral one, you can take something that actually has no skewness. Maybe it's either positive, it's just in the middle, just like uniform distribution for machine learning. So let's just say today is Wednesday. So just click on translate and analyze. It's going to return a balanced sentiment where it's meant to be neutral. Okay, good. So neutral. Same way. So this is basically what this application does, and this application can be plugged into any language translator, and you can repeat the same process for other language models you have. You can use it in Google Translate application. You can use it in any application that involves you translating to another language, especially for those in France that probably wants to convert words in English to French, and they needed to have a good grasp of what this person is saying and where the sentiment is leaning towards. This is a very good application to plug into your application, your main application. Okay. So this, like I said earlier on, under this project, I've actually deployed the Hugging Face Powerful Library. I implemented the Facebook AI M2M100 model, and I also used the Hugging Face pipeline API with RoBERTa based as my model. So basically, that's just a quick walkthrough of the sentiment language translator, and the link to the full code, the project details are my and the description. And as time progresses, I will do a very full detailed breakdown of how this application was vetted from the code down to the deployment. Thank you.